Unit 6, Skills Test. Listening. You are going to listen to a student called Sarah talking to her class about some research into shark skin she has done for a school project. Complete the sentences with a word or short phrase.
Hello. I'm going to talk about my research into shark skin for our Year 9 project on nature and technology. Now, the shark is so good at catching other smaller fish because it can reach speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour. So scientists have always been interested in the shark skin because it seems strange to them that such a big fish should be able to go so quickly through water. They've found that its secret lies in little bumps on its skin called denticles. Actually, if you look under a microscope at these, you'll find that they look a bit like teeth. These affect the flow of the water as the shark's body moves through it. It's all a bit like the way the little holes on a golf ball makes it go faster through the air. You can think of it that way. Anyway, it's these denticles that make a real shark skin feel a bit like sandpaper, the stuff you rub over a rough wooden surface to make it smooth. OK, now several years ago, scientists from the USA copied the effect of the denticles and created a special extra layer on the surface of ships. They claimed that it made ships go faster, and the shipping industry was enthusiastic too. They believed the material used saved energy because it made their ships go through the water so much more efficiently. The material was used on aircraft as well, although the aircraft industry later stopped using it. For one thing, it made the planes hard to wash. Manufacturers of swimwear became interested and started making swimming costumes with tiny bumps on to make Olympic swimmers go faster. As time went on, other scientists from all over the world began to doubt the claims made about the material painted onto ships, and their research claimed that it did not offer any benefits to the performance of ships. They also claimed that any effect on swimmers, such as new world records, was just accidental and had nothing to do with the bumps on the swimsuits. They were not rough enough to make any significant difference. But they did admit that the material used on the ships stopped tiny sea creatures from attaching themselves to the surface of ships, something that would prove valuable later. Recently, Chinese scientists have made a more realistic shark skin. Well, when I say that, I don't mean it literally because it's still artificial, but it's a much improved design. They're hopeful that it will prove to have more lasting success in the transport industry, but the really interesting application is in the world of health and medicine, especially hospitals. When the Chinese scientists analysed real shark skin, they looked at the earlier research and found that not only did it stay free from tiny sea creatures, it also had no bacteria on it. Now, of course, bacteria cause infections, so this discovery has led to something really important for hospitals in particular: a shark skin-inspired surface that can stop bacteria from growing. And hospitals are using it in the form of a plastic sheet, which they hang from walls to stop dangerous bacteria from reaching sick patients. A similar thing is also starting to appear in people's bathrooms in a few countries. I looked at the research done in hospitals on this, and what I found is that the material doesn't actually kill the bacteria. Some companies do have other materials which will do this, but it makes it difficult for bacteria to attach onto. Doctors seemed a bit worried about this, claiming that the #1 way for passing on bacteria to patients is from people not washing their hands enough and then touching patients or their food. The latest shark skin surface will soon be used for underwater robots. These have bodies that move a bit like a fish, and it is thought that adding the substance could make them move more efficiently. They will not be fast.